All right, so this is week 4 of my full-time day trading vlog, whatever you want to call it. Just basically me documenting my journey, switching over to full-time day trading from a corporate job. This is the 4th week, so last week I had a really good week, made about 11,000. Took a good chunk of that out, and that hit the account on Tuesday, I think. So that's all good. This week was a bit mixed. I actually lost my funding on Monday, so I didn't have a whole heap of drawdown left after taking the payouts, but I did take a few longs and got caught up in this move on Monday and lost my funding. They weren't necessarily bad trades. I would say I probably just took too many trades. I really probably should have just waited for one good setup like this here, and just took that trade to build the balance back up. But either way, I lost the funding, so I had to pay the 500 to go through the evaluation process again to get the 250k funding back, which I did in 2 trading days. So basically took this up here, that helped a lot. And then Tuesday I didn't trade, it was a US holiday, so I just didn't bother. And I also just took the day off after losing the funding. It's good to just step away, either after a big win or loss, and just take a day off, day or two, come back to the charts refreshed, and just so you don't get caught in that trap of losing a bunch more that's unnecessary, right? So I just took that as an opportunity to take the Tuesday off. Wednesday came in. Basically, we had this nice run up, got on the back of this and traded that whole move up, and that's what got me across the line to get the funding back. So Tuesday I had the funding back. I think Wednesday I got the funding back. I think Thursday morning I might have taken 1 or 2 trades because there was 1 or 2 accounts that I went over the consistency rules, so I had to make 100 or 200 extra on those. So got those passed. So essentially Thursday morning I was back with my full funding, and then took a few trades in through here, made 3,000 on Thursday, and then Friday made 2,000. So up 5,000 in profit for the week. But if we take away the 500 that I paid to get the funding back, it's 4,500 in profit for the week. So haven't pulled anything out yet. I need to hit 3 more winning days next week before I can pull any of the funds out. But going into next week, in a good position again, got all my funding back and 2 green days. So happy days. It's an interesting reminder about variance with trading. So, trading's one of those things where it's not really time dependent. With a normal job, corporate job or whatever it might be, you get paid per hour, right? So you get whatever it might be, $30 or $40 an hour. You get paid for your time. Trading's not like that. So you don't get paid for your time with trading. You get paid for your decisions with trading. And it's a good reminder of that you can sit there and you can trade for 8 hours all day like a normal job, right? Up, down, all around, whatever. And you can lose money. So you can sit there and you can spend 8 hours all day, and you can not actually make money, and you can lose money. Sometimes, and it's happened to me, you come in, everything looks great, you put on a couple of trades and you're up a few thousand within 20 minutes, within 40 minutes, and then you're just off and you got the rest of the day. So it's not time dependent, right? There's so much variance in trading that a good reminder is to know that coming into it, right? And to actually accept that you're not going to be profitable every session. You're not going to be profitable every trade. You're not going to be profitable every week. All you can really do is execute your strategy when it presents itself. When you see the opportunity, take advantage of it when you can, and manage your losses, manage your risk, so you can stay in the game long enough to take advantage of the opportunities when they come along. That's your job, right, as a trader. So yeah, it's a nice reminder of that this week, right? I lost the funding on Monday, but I've proven myself plenty of times that it's okay. I can get that back. Same with being in drawdown, right? I've proven myself that if I'm in a drawdown and during the day, I know I can get myself out of that, or I know I've got a hard limit where if I can't get myself out of that, I'll stop. And that all comes down to, proof. So proving to yourself that taking a good habit actually leads to something successful, right? If you don't prove it to yourself, then you won't do it. So, it's like any kind of trading problem that people have. So if you're watching this and you've got a trading problem, one thing you can try and do is figure out what you would need to do to prove to yourself that taking the right action is actually going to benefit you. It's good to say it in theory. It's like going to the gym and working out, right? Everybody knows that you should eat healthy and go to the gym if you want to lose weight and be fit and whatever else. But until you actually go and do it consistently and you actually see the results of those decisions, that's when that actually happens. That's when your mind picks it up and says, this is actually a super beneficial habit because this led to that and I've got proof of that, right? Until then, it's just theory, right? And you're not going to do it because you haven't actually proven it to yourself with results. So it's the same with, not taking a loss or whatever it might be, or being in drawdown and then full tilting the account on the very next trade to try and get out of it and revenge trading, right? You haven't probably proven to yourself that. You don't need to do that. You can take a whole series of small trades, build the account back up, either within the session or within a few sessions, and then you're great, and then you're off again, and you take way less risk, right? So I do that because I've proven it to myself plenty of times before that if I'm in drawdown, it's okay. Just chill out, it's fine. It's just part of variance with trading, right? We're in drawdown. Now we go into preservation mode. Take small trades because I know, because I've proven it to myself plenty of times before, that if I just take a series of small, really solid A+ trades over the rest of the session or over the next couple of sessions, I'll be out of that, right? And I'll be back off to the races. So it's the same with people that just randomly take trades without really knowing why on a chart, and that's typically because they haven't proven to themselves that their strategy actually has an edge. The best way to do that is to just do a trading sprint where you basically, take your setup, define it. First of all, you need to define what your setup is. If you don't have one, then that's the work you need to do first. But once you've got a particular trading strategy or an approach and you don't have confidence in it because you haven't proven to yourself that there's an edge, just do a trading sprint. Take whatever it might be. So for me, it could be 5 trades a day over the course of 2 weeks. That's about 50 trades across all different day types. And then at the end of the week, you can look at your stats and say, is there an edge here? Is this actually something that is profitable? And then that'll give you a lot more confidence to actually trade a particular setup because you know it can lead to profitability instead of just, you don't know that, you haven't proven it to yourself if you haven't done that. And so that's when you just enter randomly, right? And you're just like, oh, well, this is going up, I'll buy here, right? And then it dumps, and then you get stopped out, and because you don't have confidence because you haven't proven anything to yourself yet. So just a rant on that. But yeah, it's a source of a lot of trading problems that we have, and I'm not perfect. I've still got trading problems. Like for me, I cut trades too early, right? I know intellectually that I should let trades run more and that I'd probably be more profitable. But I haven't proven it to myself, really, to the extent that I could have. Where, what I should do in that case is I should continue to trade as I do, take my setups, but for the next week, just let them all hit my target, right? Get to break even at a certain point where it makes sense. And then let it hit my target. Don't aggressively trail up. Just let it hit my target for a week and see what my results are, right? That's probably something I'll look to work on. But I'm not going to make that change until I prove it to myself. And then once I've proven it to myself, then my brain will say, you're dragging your stop up again aggressively. Why? There's no reason to do that. It's just a psychological comfort thing. But you've proven to yourself that if you don't do that, you'll make more money. So just some thoughts on anyone who might be struggling with certain trading problems. Try and find a way to prove to yourself that by doing the correct behavior, you'll actually benefit. But yeah, interesting week. See what next week brings. My goal is hopefully just to get three green days straight up would be nice, just so that I can take a final payout for February and then take. I really want to take 4 or 5 days off trading, away from the charts, everything, maybe go away somewhere, and just chill out. It's been great, but it's just been a big month of trading every day, being up, making good money, losing funding, getting that back, getting out of drawdowns, etc. Right? Just the ebbs and flows of trading. It can take a bit of a toll on you. So it's good to just step away. But anyway, yeah. If people are watching these, I'm really just doing it more for my own sort of psychology and vlogging. It helps me to get these, to create these videos. It helps me be disciplined and things like that with my own thoughts. But people who are watching, if you want me to make a video on anything, or if you have particular trading problems, I'd be more than happy. Just drop a comment and tell me what it is, and I'd be more than happy to make a video on it. If you want me to talk about something you've seen in one of my videos, one of my live trades or whatever, and you're not sure what I'm doing, just mention it and I'll make a whole video on it. That's how I learned to trade. I learned from a guy, a really good oil trader in the States, and I basically watched him trade live. I'll talk about that another time. But yeah, don't be shy. Just drop a comment and I can go into it. But yeah, otherwise I hope everyone else is crushing it in the markets, and yeah, I'll see what next week brings.